What's up, everyone? Welcome to Mech Drops through Grandmaster, the grand finale. This is going to be the final episode. It's going to be extra long. Our MMR is 5-230. Let's try to get 5.3k at least. Let's do it. There you go. First opponent of the day is going to be Jimmy Micro. Now, this is a Zerg we have played against before. I want to say we played against him on stream. That video is probably over at uThermal too. I want to say we played against him with Cyclone Widowmine, maybe? It's so hard to remember with all these games I'm playing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Also, guys, check this out.
Not enough minerals.
I am wearing the same shirt as my portrait, and it wasn't even on purpose. I just kind of realized it as I opened this account and saw I had the IEM portrait. So now I feel like everything is truly aligned. We're in sync to make this a very good grand finale. Now, what are we going to do against Jimmy Micro here? As far as I remember, we usually just play macro games against him, so we might not have to be scared. Actually, not something you would expect from someone that has micro in the name. I feel like when someone has micro in the name, you would, think they're gonna like cheese you or at least be aggressive, because that's where you get the micro units. Defensive Zerg playstyles don't really use a lot of micro at all, so, well, unless you get to the late game, I suppose. So yeah, but still, I am pretty sure he's going to be a macro player, so that's what we're going to play for. I want to make these games as good as possible. I want to look as dominant as possible to end this series on a high note. And, cool announcement, I think the next series is very likely to be cloaked units to Grandmaster. You guys seem pretty excited. I'm not sure in what video I mentioned it, but I remember seeing you guys being pretty excited about that. So that's probably what it's going to be next. Ghost, Widowmines, and Banshees, basically. Very excited to see how that's going to play out. Actually, I think I had a dream about playing that. I don't think it went very well in my dreams. I hope maybe that's not. I hope that's not a bad sign. I hope it goes better in the actual show. What it is, what it is. Very excited to just drop nukes everywhere and harass with my Banshees. That series is gonna give so many highlights. I'm already quite excited. And I mentioned it in the community post as well, but I am working on a very big project as well. My highest effort video ever. I hope you guys are gonna like that. Probably gonna come out. Well, hopefully soon. I don't think it's going to take me a very long time to record, so not going to be very soon, but somewhat soon is the metric I'm going to go for. Now, let's see what our opponent's up to. It looks like a normal hatch first. We are playing on Babylon, which is not really my favorite map, I want to say. For these challenges, for like games on Babylon are very often straight up awkward. It's really not that easy to get my setup going, and the map is kind of small, so it's, I don't really have a lot of space to use to get around with medevacts and stuff. I think it was on my stream where I played a game on this map, and it was just, I was feeling so freaking uncomfortable playing on this. Now, he doesn't have any drone. That's kind of weird, actually. He could just be mining from this if he used his Zerglings. Okay, I guess I'll deny his mineral line for free for 10 seconds. Queen is about to finish, probably in a couple seconds there. Right now. Hey, there we go. He did make a slightly later hatchery than normal. But he's going to finish the gas. Oh, I was wondering if I could bait him into finishing that gas, but I couldn't. That would have been a really cool play. Let's see if there's a third base. If there's not, we're going to have to be worried. I'm going to switch these already. I don't think I really need my 5 Marines right now, unless there's no third. Okay, there's the third. For some reason... Oh. Ah, you guys stole my sneeze. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, now it's going to be stuck in my nose forever. I was going to say, for some reason, sorry about that. For some reason, I feel like going for a Widowmine drop. Normally, you don't do Widowmine drops against Zerg because it's not a constant threat against Zerg. You typically want to go for attacks that are constant threats, such as Hellions, for example, Banshees. But I'm just getting a Widowmine drop vibe here. I don't know why. I'm going to make an armory for it, too, so they're going to be cloaked. I do need to scout exceptionally well for this. Okay, that's a pretty early link speed here, guys. Let's see if there's gases. No gases. Yeah, probably no Roach Warden, but you never know. I'm going to make 2 Hellions behind this just in case. Ideally, I make my 3rd command center first, but I also don't want to die to something stupid. So here, I'll just go for 2 Hellions. They can defend me against the Zerglings completely. And then I think, yeah, I need 1 more depot to wall this off with the command center. Actually, this command center wall is very awkward. You might as well use the depot for that one and keep your opponent guessing on this map, looks like. Okay, so there's a couple Zerglings. Gonna be able to hopefully kill them all. Oh, okay, I needed 1 more hit. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna build my command center here. Why not? I mean, it's pretty difficult for him to scout that. I have 1 Marine left still. Now, what am I gonna do as a follow-up? I could do... Oh, so we are being attacked after... Is that a 1 gas roach on it? Okay, that is pretty crazy. So I'm just going to drop 2 Widow Mines in each mineral line, I suppose. They are going to be cloaked, remember. So that's going to be super, super good for us. And this is also very distracting. That sounded like a big hit, but I have no... Oh, he's not paying attention. Oh my god, it's going to hit so hard. Now that wall, is it important that it finishes? I don't think it is. I'm allowed to make a couple more marines still. That is a lot of freaking roaches, I have to say, by the way. That really is a freaking lot of roaches. I'm not going to be able to get the marine in. That is unfortunate. I'm going to have to defend this with pure Widow Mines. Let me try to just wall this off, I suppose. I'm with the Widow Mines, I actually have a shot here, though. Without the Widow Mines, I'd be screwed. But with the Widow Mine, there is a small chance we can make this happen. Really good hits there. Keep in mind, all those Widow Mines are going to be cloaked. We need this Hellion to do as much damage as humanly possible. I'm actually going to try to get on top of these roaches, because I did do a lot of damage to them already. I have this one marine coming out here as well. Is this a good enough trade for me? I would say barely not. So I'm going to run away, burrow these Widow Mines. These Widow Mines are actually meant for the roaches. Oh, I got them both on the roaches. That's fantastic. Look at that. Almost all the roaches dead. He doesn't... Where are his drones? Did all the drones die to those Widow Mines? That is incredible. Those Widow Mines came off charge and they actually killed a bunch of those roaches. And now I need to get back to mining. Matter of fact, I thought it was going to save my SCVs, but it didn't really. And we have done it somehow with 1 million Widow Mine jobs. He has less workers than me here because of the biome. Can you guys imagine? That's actually incredible. He killed more workers, but obviously I made more because he was all in. I have to say, I'm very surprised. He mined 550 gas from this one geyser and roach all in me on 1 gas. That's a pretty crazy build. And I'm just surprised that our 1 Widow Mine job might just... I guess my brilliant insight from... The thing that my brain just randomly created, I suppose, to go for a Widow Mine drop instead of a Hellion or something more sensible, ended up winning me this game. Fantastic warm-up for the grand finale. Let's go to game number 2. All right, here we go. We got a rematch against Jimmy Micro. I was already expecting it. Look at the portrait, by the way. I told you guys it's the same as my shirt. I was already expecting it because the queue was very fast. Now, I do wonder. I think it was maybe the Planetary Rush Grand Finale, or was it? I'm not sure actually. The Grand Finale, or maybe before, where we played every single game against Rocker. I wonder if Jimmy Micro is going to be our Rocker of the Backdrop series, right? I mean, it's very possible. It's 2 games in a row already, and I think he was searching a little bit longer than me, which makes it seem that there's no one else that is LMR searching right now, or maybe a couple that just happened to get each other, but who knows? So the last game I went for a Widow Mine drop. This game I'm going to do something a little different. Because I do like the variety, and because we're playing against the same opponent, right? It's never good to do the same build twice against the same opponent. Unless you know he just really sucks against that build in particular. But I feel like the last game, it was just... Everything just kind of came together for us. I do have to say, guys. How did those 4 Widow Mines kill that many workers that he only had 9 left? That is actually crazy. I mean, Widow Mines, like I said, not that popular against Zerg, because the counter to Widow Mines is just... making more drones and 1 spore crawler per base. That's it, you know. You can't kill more drones, like that's just shit. You have to run away once. But he was so focused on killing me on my side of the map that the Widow Mines just killed, I think, every single drone in the main base, like quite literally. And the natural, he ran 9 to the 3rd, but every single main base drone died to just 2 Widow Mines laying there, which is crazy. Now, it might be a good strategy against him later on. I do want to open with something else, though. So I might open with a Hellion drop this time. And then later on go for the Widow Mine drops because they were so effective. I'm going to be scouting him as usual. Last game, that's actually important to note. Last game he went for a 17 hatch, which means that if I get him again, it would not be a crazy idea to make my barracks here start walling the natural. It's a little bit risky against Roach on this, but my Reaper would finish even faster. So I have so much time to harass his natural, kill his Zerglings and stuff like that. Because his Queen finishes later doing a 17 hatch instead of a 16 one. Let's see if this game he's gonna go for the same tactic here. The hatchery is not yet finished. The drone is already there. I always struggle with this, actually. You guys have probably noticed in a bunch of my videos that because the map sizes are different and I don't know exactly how big the maps are, my SCV keeps arriving and I can't tell if it's like a slightly later hatch or if the map is just big. Like, it's a pretty hard distinction to make sometimes. So here, I want to guess it's a 17 hatch, but I'm also just not sure. I mean, he has drones here, unlike the last game, so it's probably a 16 hatch. Else, I'm not sure why he would have made that difference. Unless he has like, oh, he's running away again. Let's look at the Queen timing. If the Queen finishes now, it's a normal hatchery. Finishes in 4 seconds, then it's a 17 hatch. Okay, well, yeah, it looks like a 17 hatch, 240, unless he just forgot to build the Queen for a little bit. I mean, the timing I have in my head is 242 for the Queen, actually. Did he do a 16.5 hatch? Guys, our brain is exploding. Oh, no. Is that a cheese? Where's the third base, Jimmy? I don't trust this, Jimmy. Is it here? Oh, all right. Should I go for a couple Widowmines, guys? That's important. Let's see. He might be going for it all in again. Yeah, he is mining a lot of gas. Let's see what's up here. And he's going for the Roach Warren again. Okay, Jimmy is feeling it. Yeah, I can probably escape with this. Oh, if there's no queen, there we go. That's going to be... No! How did that catch up, guys? Nerf Zerglings. Oh, my goodness. I thought we were barely going to escape, but we barely didn't. That sucks. So now... I guess I'll go for the Widowmines again, because Hellions really suck against Roaches. I guess you guys probably knew that. But here we go. Hellions are going to go across the map. Important to know here is that it's very reasonable for him to cancel that Roach one as I scouted. Very often if people are all-inning... oh, that's a very... Those Lurklings are just a little bit too fast. Okay, that sucks. I'm gonna have to use my SCVs to escort this Marine. Oh, I had another Marine already. I didn't realize. That's nice. Need to walk in between my SCVs to get the best attack possible. There we go. And those look to be a couple Roaches on the way to my base on the minimap. Yeah, exactly. I am missing a depot. Maybe I could wall this off really fast. Let's see. I'll just put these Widow Mines in front. I am allowed to make a couple more... Marines here, so that's nice. Oh, so the Ravager's still at home. That is also very nice. He does have a second gas this time. I wonder why he switched from his one gas build. Probably because he wants to go for Ravagers. Maybe he did identify that as the issue. Yo, I said he was going to be a macro player, guys, but so far he is not feeling the macro games at all. Like, not even a little bit. So I have two Widow Mines in front. Oh, he's not picking it. Oh, that was so freaking close. I need to micro these well. Exactly. You can dodge them. By just doing that. If I do that perfectly, I could dodge them forever. I usually make a mistake eventually, though. Like, it's pretty hard to get that perfect. Get this Marine in. Oh, be careful. Yeah, exactly. There was the first mistake. And now he might try to break me already. Would make sense because there's only two Marines in here. He almost lost that Ravager. That was so close. Need to be very careful here. Don't want to lose that medevac. Okay, so that one goes down. I do not know if we can defend this, guys. I do not... Oh, that Widowmine killed the Ravager. That is super nice. I'm going to have to defend this one in the main base, looks like. Can I get the two Marines? Oh, I did actually... No, I only saved one. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Jimmy Micro, he is feeling the aggression today, guys. Like, what can I do? And he's very smart to make Ravagers here instead of Roaches. Like, he actually does have a really good chance at killing me because I only have Widowmines. That one is... gonna survive for a little bit. Oh, wait. My mine is not in range of that? That is insane. All right, there we go. One of those goes down. Let me lift that. Oh, no. I actually had an SCV producing, so I couldn't. He's gonna run fast now. I do have a couple more Widow Mines building. I can actually save this with a mule. Let's see how much I can kill. So that command center is going to stay alive. That is obviously essential here. So here we go. Now we're on top of the Ravagers. I do have two SCVs. Like, it sounds weird, but they are going to heal up my SCVs here, right? Let's see if he's going to buy himself. That doesn't happen. I mean, the command center is still alive, which is massive. Now I'm going to burrow my two Widow Mines here. I should be able to kill both or all of the Ravagers with that. There we go. I don't think it's going to be quite enough, though. I mean, I'm really doing my best here, guys, but... I didn't have the armory, the Widow Mines weren't cloaked, and I think this time Jimmy Micro is gonna get us with the all-in. I'm still gonna try here though. I don't want to give up this easily. Here we go. Keep in mind, I do have the two medevacs, which is really nice. Let's see if I can get this Widow Mine to kill these Zerglings. That'd be perfect. I mean, any trade here I can get is really nice because it was just like a few too many Zerglings for my Widow Mines, but now it's more even. Right, here we go. Yeah, it really sucks I didn't have the armory, guys. I'm gonna win this trade because of the medevacs, by the way. Look at the micro. I'm trying to pick up all the low HP. Can I surround it with the medevac? Oh my god, guys, what am I even playing right now? I have absolutely no idea. Let's get you back. Yeah, the Ravagers are too fast. They're faster than Roaches, so I don't think I can actually catch it. I'm gonna have to make like a Marine or something. Okay, maybe now I can catch it. Please just die, man. Come on. Okay, thank you. Let me lift that. Okay. I mean, I have really made this a lot better. Okay, the Widowmine is probably gonna kill it. There we go. He does have a lot more coming down. Man, he actually... Wait, is that a hatchery? Why is there a hatchery there? I am so freaking confused right now. Huh? Guys? Can someone explain this to me? Why is there a freaking hatchery in my base? Did he just manor hatch me? Or did he... Oh, no, okay, I see what happened. He sent the drone on accident and he floated so much money because he was supply blocked that he made a hatchery. I was like, did we just get manor hatched? Why did he build a hatchery in my base? But no, he just had too much money. He sent the drone on accident. This is actually funny. I don't even think this is a big mistake by him. I think he just figured I was probably going to kill his units or he would kill me, so he didn't need more supply. But yeah, this is rough. It's really hard to defend these kind of lanes with mech drops. I mean, so far we're 1-1. If we get him again, I really want to do a better job. I don't want to go down in the grand finale to just a barrage of cheeses. For now, let's go to game number 3. All right, game number 3 is against LiquidFear. Is that like a dinosaur? What is that portrait even? I'm not even sure. It looks like a very colorful dinosaur. Not quite sure what that is. We're going to be playing against him on... Wait, this is Royal Blood, right? I didn't see that. Yeah, I think it's Royal Blood. Mech drops against Protoss. Whenever I think of mech drops against Protoss recently, I think of that one episode where... I think we played on Grassfan. I mean, that name might not even tell you guys that much, the map name, but we played against a Protoss and I did a double mech drop. I remember he was, I believe, in the bottom right. We came into his natural with like 6 medevacts and in the bottom middle with 6 medevacts with mech. And when the dust was settled, I literally had a 200 supply, and I don't mean 195. No, I had 200 out of 200, and my opponent had 88 supply. And up until that moment, I really thought mech drops against Protoss, probably not that great, right? Like, outside of Widowmine drops early on, probably not that great. But then that happened, and now I'm convinced that it could actually be pretty decent. Now, obviously, if Protoss goes for, like, carriers or something, then it's going to be very, very, very difficult. But if they don't, then maybe there's actually some potential in this. Now, how am I going to open here? I do like to... Both Battlecruiser, Widowmine to Grandmaster, and Mech drops to Grandmaster, I really like to open with Widowmine drops. I'm allowed to do them in both challenges, and it's just a really nice way to open. And I mentioned it multiple times, but it's really important. I feel like recently, a lot of people have been complaining about Widowmines actually being too good against Protoss. But I don't necessarily like them for the damage. I like them for the pressure that it gives. So what I like to have happen is that my Widowmines stay alive, at least one of them, maybe 2, if I'm lucky. And then I just keep it in the corner of his base for a while. And if this only works if they don't play Stargate, of course. And if my opponent doesn't play Stargate, then they're kind of forced to have Stalkers there at all times. And then whenever I want, I can drop the Mine back in and I can scout with them. So it's really like that Mine threat plus medevac combination that I really enjoy. And yeah, something that's very important to me is that I have the ability to scout, which you do by going for a medevac, right? Like, it's... Without thinking about it, it's actually one of the best scouts, you know? Like, you don't want to typically call it a scout. You would call a Reaper a scout. Maybe a Hellion, if you're a uThermal fan, because I do call them scouts now and then. But a medevac with boost is pretty fast. Quite likely it's actually going to see the tech and stuff. And also the gas count. This is a very, how would I put it? Maybe like underestimated aspect of scouting. In particular against Protoss, is just seeing how much gas there's being mined. It's even the same against Zerg. Now, Jimmy Micro just then kind of debunked that by going for 1 gas Roach all-ins, which is pretty crazy. But typically, if you want to go for a Ravager all-in, you could see that you need 3 gases. He made 2 because he hit really fast. But if you see 3 gases, you already know that there's a Roach all-in on the way. Similar against Protoss, if they don't make gases, you know they're going to be making an absolute crap ton of Zealots, right? So that's pretty important here. Now, I do have this Widowmine on the way. See? This is going to be slightly annoying, actually. I need another SCV down here, but it is going to have another Shade as well. Another Widowmine. And then I guess I should probably be trying to micro this to perfection. I mean, I can also kite the Adept. Oh, actually, my Marines are already finishing, so this is perfectly fine. I think there's a little bit too much ping to be microing these. Oh, he just sacrificed the Adept for the SCV. Quite happy with that, actually. Yeah, don't think it's really worth it for him. Like, keep in mind I am on a relatively low supply count anyway. It's not like I'm gonna get supply blocked anytime soon. Gonna make 1 more Widowmine. I'm only allowed to make 1 more Marine. I don't even think I need to make a depot, actually. I was thinking about making a depot, but I don't think I have to. Now, should I go for the 2nd factory already to set myself up for the mech drops or not yet? Gonna lift this one away already. I'm gonna build the factory on there. That would be a pretty cool play. I'm gonna build the factory on there, get a tech lab on this one. I'm kind of tempted to get a tech lab on this just as like a fake for when his observer scouts me or something. And I'm gonna start getting some good pressure in. I'm allowed to make 1 more Marine, I believe. And despite, yeah, having my CC denied for a little bit, this build is actually working out perfectly fine. I did not scout with the Reaper at all, though. That's a little bit painful. Kind of because of what was going on with the Adept and stuff. Now, let's see if Mrs. Medevac can find anything here. So there's a Twilight. Probably going to be Blink if I had to guess. Okay, so he's paying attention. There we go. And these other 2 Widowmines, I'm just going to keep them here. I'm actually going to unburrow these so I can create a little bit more pressure. And here you see, I'm not getting any real damage done. But the delay in mining time is crazy. Maybe I can snipe the observer. Oh, he barely paid attention. Okay, I mean, that was very greedy, maybe. I'll be honest, guys. Do not try that at home. That was very greedy. If I killed the observer there, it would have been really funny, though. Then he wouldn't be able to scout my base as well, and he would have no idea I was going for mech drops. It was not about the Widowmine doing more damage there, but if he doesn't scout my base, it's going to be a hard game for him. So he has a 4 gas. Okay, so we're playing against Blink into Colossus here. This is... It's pretty good for mech. But it's not great for mech drops, because that means he will have a lot of Blink Stalkers roaming the map and an observer very early on. So I can't really move out with mech drops early. I have one more Widowmine. I'm actually going to try to sneak it in here. Let's see if he's paying attention. Just put it on the edge right there. He might not look. Oh, okay. He barely paid attention. Oh, he's still going to shoot, though. I won't be able to save it. That's unfortunate. I'll just shift-click this one back home. Here we go. I'm getting a decent amount of mech up here. I could... Is the observer here yet? I imagine he moved the observer across the map. I'm not sure. There could have been another observer as well, of course. Let's see. I was patrolling that in range of his pylon. That's not super nice. I would love to drop those 4 Hellions. It's such a weird drop. And if he actually didn't scout me, then it is going to work out very well. Put that one over there. I'm going to make a couple... I'm just going to keep making medevacs, actually. I'm on 2 base. My opponent has a very late 3rd here, so we don't really have much to worry about. I do need to get a really healthy tank count. Do I ever want to attack? If you play against Colossus, you need a lot of tanks. The Hellions are not going to do anything, right? Like, not even... Huh? Okay, that is very interesting. Why is there a Stalker there? Maybe he had an observer. Dude, this could be really good for us, actually. If he didn't pay attention there, right? And he thought that was the medevac he saw, that means this one is going to get into the main base and do a lot of damage. I don't know how. Well, that could end up being pretty good for us. I'm going to send some more Hellions over on the right side. Okay, so he is ready for that one. Okay, he wasn't confused. Yeah, well done. I mean, he saw everything. But sometimes if things happen very fast, you might kind of lose track of exactly what's going on. So he does have a couple Stalkers here. I have enough defense, though, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now, should I go more for a max out, or should I try to drop early? That's going to be a little bit of a tough decision here. I'm not going to keep this medevac around. I'm going to bring it back so I can drop more. 3 Hellions is enough to one-shot probes, so let's see. Even with the battery, there we go. Most probes are probably going to fall here if I time the hits correctly. There we go. Actually, pretty much all of them are going to die. There's a couple more here. Maybe I can even kill that one, I think. There we go. Wait, they're actually all going to die. There we go. They were in range of the battery. They should have survived, but he didn't move them over. And that means I have more workers than him somehow. That's pretty crazy. Now, do I drop more Hellions? I mean, I could, right? I'm pretty sure I'm ahead in supply now because he played a very late 3rd base. His economy is not that fantastic for what it should be. Making an engineering base. You'll probably get an armory too. Moving out here is probably the scariest part because he could attack me. Oh, I'm not even sure what that Reaper was doing there, to be honest, but I guess I sent it at some point. All right, let's get closer, and then I'll just take my base. I'll just let the tanks do the work. No reason. Oh, I'm gonna kill the observer? Oh, barely not. That sucks. I'm gonna try to siege these tanks, though. I'm not sure if he's aware. This is the one thing. I always tell you guys, Mech is not that good against Protoss, right? Which it isn't, realistically. I wish it was, because I love playing Mech, but it isn't. But one thing that Mech is going for itself is people are so unpracticed against it that they don't differentiate between the different styles of mech. So here, I don't know if my opponent realized, oh, he's playing mech drops, or if he just went like, oh, he's just playing mech. If he thinks that, he's probably going to go for Archons. Well, realistically, I mean, if he knew what I was doing, he'd probably just go for mass Stalkers and he would be completely fine. Like, I got a lot of medevacs. My tank count is pretty small. So he would be really fine just going for mass Stalkers. Can I save these? No, it's a little bit too late for that. Try to get some good hits. Not working so far. Few misclicks there. Yeah, not my best control ever. Still gonna get a decent amount of damage though. Pretty happy with it. I mean, mostly because I was already ahead in economy. Those kind of moves are good. Okay, so he's not there. How many medevacs do I have? I feel like I should have a few more. Should I just move out with this? I mean, I haven't seen an observer here in a while. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I just hope he doesn't have... Oh, let me get these. I just hope he doesn't have too many Zealots, because there are barely Hellions in here. So if we're gonna go up against, yeah, a little Zealots and we don't have Hellbats, that's gonna be painful. Okay. I know he doesn't have a Stargate, so even though he spotted that, I'm still just gonna move it to the corner of the map because he shouldn't be able to catch it. We just scan his base to make sure. Ah, okay, there's the Stargate. Right, so we do have a timing to hit. As you guys know, probably from Battlecruiser Widowmine, that with Mech, you're not going to be winning when they max out on like carriers or Tempest or something like that. So I need to be... No, stay there. I need to be very, very careful here. And at the same time, hit a really good timing. So he does have a couple charge loss there. I mean, the Hellions are very replaceable, so it doesn't matter that I lose them that much. I think ideally, I hit a timing with 6 medevacs on each side, kind of like I did in that other... Mech Drops game that I was describing earlier. I don't have a lot of SCVs, which means that my army is quite big. Let's see, what are his upgrades? He has +1 attack, so our upgrades are equally bad. I'm not going to say my upgrades are better, because my +1 is not even finished yet, but they're equally bad. Which is good for me, because the Protoss upgrade should be better with Chrono Boost. Let's see, I'm going to make, 2 more medevacs, and then I'll have 6. Let's see what's happening in the main base. He hasn't made anything from the Stargate yet. He's making an upgrade on the Robo Bay. That could be Prism Speed. Like, at this point, he should have Thermal Lance already, so I'm going to make a second turret there. It's always very scary to go up against Warp Prism. It sounds crazy, like a very innocent unit, but Warp Prisms are one of the biggest counters to Mech, because you can warp an entire army in their base, and Mech is really too clunky to reposition. With Mech, you always want to be in position already. Let's try to get this one. I want to guess that he has a Zealot standing there, so let me go clear that up. And I'll start saturating my next base. Okay, actually no Zealot here. That's kind of pleasant. I'm going to scan here. He is still at home. There's another gateway building, and instead of a Stargate, that is quite interesting. All right, so let's see. I'm going to fill 2 of these with Hellions. Yeah, this is going to be a very good drop. He might see this one, but keep in mind, I also have the drop on the other side. This is where it's all going to happen, guys. After this drop, I'm probably going to be either massively behind or massively ahead. And you guys know which one I'm praying for here. I'm gonna get my second army as well. Oh, that is incredibly lucky. You can tell he wasn't planning to go there. He didn't notice it instantly. That is lucky for me on the same side, because he would have killed pretty much all of those. Yeah, he was just planning to go for an attack there, and he actually found my medevacs on accident. That really sucks. Here we go. Okay, he could have killed the rest of these too, but he wasn't paying attention. I'm just gonna go straight into the main base. I think I can drop on top of that. Oh no, he actually got the right medevac first, but it didn't die. That is really nice. There we go. So this is gonna die. He's recalling there, which is quite interesting. That is not where most of the army is, right? Wait, maybe I can get out of there and actually drop on top of that. So this entire base fall. I did lose a lot of supply here though, so that was not great. Okay, well that is actually quite nice for me, because he should have done that during the attack, right? But now I actually have time to react. The medevac, stop being annoying, please. There you go. And this entire thing here is gonna die. I'll build a turret under it to see if it works. I don't know why he's still warping in there. That's kind of funny, actually. But okay, so he does have a fleet beacon. He hasn't made anything from it yet, though. I can only imagine he's going for an attack now. Okay, there's DTs. Okay, well, that also dies pretty fast. There we go. And now it's time to drop here. He's actually here with his entire army, it feels like. So I'm just going to siege everything up here. He might try to go for the planetary, but then he's going to lose everything at home. I like what he's doing for us. Like, I really feel like this could have been a lot worse of a situation, but he is making it kind of nice for us here, guys. He doesn't have a Rico anymore. He already used it. Keep that in mind. And now he just has to go back home completely. I'm going to be able to kill all of this production pretty much. Just need to keep scanning to make sure I can kill it in time without dying. And then I'll cancel some of my units to retake those bases. There we go. Everything here is going to die. Doesn't have anything in the main. And that was a really nice trade for us. And now I'm just going to dip on out of there. There we go. It looks really weird to have an entire mech army just evacuating like that. Well, that is the strength of mech drops. Now, are we ahead after this? I want to say barely. Like, our upgrades are still not good, but I have a lot of supply and I have one more base than him. Unless he has the base in the middle right. So I'm going to send a couple Hellions around the bottom here. I'm also going to make a couple Thors just in case. Oh, he was still chasing this. That's actually very nice for us too. Right, here we go. I'm going to keep scanning that main base because carriers do counter mech super hard. So that's what I'm the most scared of by far. Okay, so he's going to attack me again. That means I'm just going to go drop into the main base. I think I have enough to defend decently. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be a winning fight. Most likely he will still win the fight, I think. Okay, he's going in. That blink was not great. I'm going to be able to target everything that I want with the tanks. The Immortals need to die, though. Let's see if I can escape these 2 Thors. Oh, actually couldn't quite pick it up. Was that a decent enough fight? I am not sure. I think it was okay. I mean, this location was very good for me. His upgrades are amazing, of course. Okay, here we go. We're now into the main base. Let's see what we can kill over here. That base is going to die. And this one is going to be a very tight one, I think, guys. I'm just going to make sure I kill the DT Shrine, actually, because the DT Shrine is pretty scary here for me. Okay, he is gonna kill that base, unfortunately. Okay. Should I stay? I could probably stay here for a while. He has one DT there. There's actually a couple DTs here, but I scanned in time, so I'm gonna kill all of them. That's really, really nice. If I was him, I would probably go for it. I'm not sure if that's the right decision, but yeah, he probably is. Okay, that is not a good blink as well. Okay, there we go. He has a couple Templars, but he's not using it. The Templars die. Oh my god, the tanks and the Thors, everything did so much work there. And now, I think he kind of lost his critical mass. He might try to go back home. Wait, he has another DT Shrine or what? That is... If that is the case, that would be freaking hilarious. I want to guess that he just had DT somewhere and brought it back. If he made a second DT Shrine on accident, and that's what saved him there, that would be pretty hilarious, not gonna lie. Okay, I don't have any scans left because I am playing... yeah, I actually can't drop these at all anymore. Oh, that really sucks. Yeah, I only have 2 orbitals, guys. I don't have scans. This is the typical moment when people that say scans are OP. This is when they eat their word. This is when scan is like the worst mechanic ever because I have to rely on scans. And I don't have any. Like, they're going to charge so freaking slow. My economy is in the gutter. And I'm just kind of left wondering how I'm going to win this game. I mean, my opponent has 0 bases, basically. I have like... Oh, he has 1 base. I have like 2 halves, or maybe like 1 half, you could say. Gonna try scouting them up. I do have a lot of medevacs alive, which means... Is he gonna try to go for this? Which means that I can drop a big portion of my army still. That would be fantastic. Let's see. Okay, so the gold base is in there. The corner base is in there. I can't afford to scan anymore to see his army. That's very unfortunate. Okay, let's try to get it. You can see I can't even make this depot, guys. I have no money whatsoever. Right, let's see. This base is not there, I hope. Nope, it's not. The cannon is still alive. That's actually a little bit of a nuisance here. Let's see. Plus, wait, I have better upgrades than him, guys. For the first time, he is 2-0 and I have 3-1. That's crazy. Okay, so he's making an air... Okay, that's 1 Phoenix. That's interesting. I was really thinking all this time he should just make 1 Void Ray, right? Can you guys imagine if he just made 1... Wait, can I... No, that's 40 Ts. I'm very tempted to scan and just guide them forever. Wait, I can actually damage him with the splash. Oh, no, that would have been so funny if I got those eventually by doing, a bunch of splash damage to them, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to put this 1 Widowmine forward. Also going to try to scout for his army with this Helene over here. Okay, so he's moving out. It's a scary situation because I want to keep enough at home, but I also want to move out with a significant part of my army, right? And I'm going to go like this, I think. This seems decent. I have 3 tanks at home. I'm going to be able to rebuild some... Hellions, well, I really don't have any money. Like, this is crazy. He still has an observer somewhere, so I need to be very careful with these drops. I don't think he has a lot of stalkers, actually. He was mostly warping in... zealots from what I could see. But alright, here we go. Okay, that is a very big army. I'm gonna be a little bit safer here. Let's see, I'm just gonna go up into the main base. Okay, you guys, you're allowed to keep mining. Don't worry about it. Okay, here we go, boys. That army is massive. Wait. Guy, did I miss a base, or did he macro so bad that he could make that entire army? I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon. I mean, if I was him, I would probably attack me. Okay, so he has a couple Phoenixes there. He could recall, but then I'm gonna be above him. And that's gonna be very scary for him, of course. He's gonna walk all the way back, which does mean he's gonna lose everything here. I wonder if this position is good enough that I can keep it against his main army. Okay, so the Phoenixes are dead. That's very nice. He's losing all of the production. I have a couple of Hellions which I'm going to send around. And mostly, I'm going to make use of this opportunity to mine. Oh, he's going in single file. That is so good for us. I think that was like 6 Zealots already dead at the start of this fight. Now he's going to go in. But the Hellbats are going to tank so much. The Zealots are nowhere to be seen. Guys, he's attacking upper ramp. And these tanks are going absolutely insane. I'm going to target the Immortals 1 by 1. That's the most important part. There we go. Oh, he does have a couple Zealots here. I was really wondering what was killing my army. And now his army seems very small. I don't know if he has probes left, actually. Does he have... Okay, so he's making 1 base here. Yeah, I can probably deny that with like a Hellbat drop or something. I'm gonna make Thors because he has Archons. In case you guys didn't know, Archons absolutely annihilate tanks. As you can see there, some of you probably thought I was going to win that instantly, but Archon is one of the hardest counters to Mech because they absolutely annihilate tanks. Tanks don't do anything against them. So I'm going to be making Thors here. I have 2 Hellbats, and those I'm going to use to attack. I'm going to make a couple turrets because turrets are going to help me against Colossi mostly. He still didn't make any more upgrades. I probably... Wait, he had this base? I thought I checked here. Wait, I even saw it on... Oh, no, guys. Oh, that is rough. Some of you are probably massively facepalming right now. Well, I'm still not going to give up, though. But that does probably mean that we have lost this game. I don't think we can surpass that economy anymore. But I am actually, I'm not kidding. I'm 100% convinced that I saw it. I guess I barely went by the edges or something, because I was indeed convinced that I had seen it. It's not like I forgot about that base. Like, I was just convinced I saw it. All right, well, we're going to have to do some crazy, crazy outplays now. It looked like we were ahead. Now we are behind again. Yeah, I mean, we were probably all this time, right? So I think we made a good effort to stay in the game. But yeah, that is a rough thing to find out. Now, I do have a bunch of Hellbat drops. I'm going to use this one to go there, this one to go there, and I'm just going to make more and more good units and keep them at home. I mean, at some point, I will have to make another base. But my opponent is just super content chilling here, right? Because he... Oh, no, he saw this one too. And his scouting with the Zealots has been really, really good. You have to give him that. All right, here we go. This one is going to go over here. There's a cannon, but it doesn't matter. Because I can just hold position my Hellbats here. Here we go. Let's see how many I can kill. I need to go in this little thing over here. There we go. That's very nice. Oh, the cannon actually reaches that. That's pretty crazy. Yo, what is the range on that thing? Okay, here we go. That is nice, finally. Here we go. And then another Hellbat drop here. Looks like he's going to go for it. I do have a couple of Hellbats here. Okay, fight looks like it's going to be quite good here, actually. He's losing all of his pros because he's attacking me. This is a massive mistake by him. And I feel like suddenly we are left back into the game. Look at this one Hellbat. It killed every single Zealot. And it's still alive in that mineral line, too. He's warping more Zealots. That is not the right unit to build, my friend. The Hellbats, look at these Zealots. They can't do anything against the Hellbat in the choke. And here we go. I have a couple more on the way. Can I get a hit on these probes? Barely. No, that's very unfortunate. The Zealots are going to die very fast, though. Here we go. Maybe I can get a really big drop. Just hold position it instantly. And we have done it after all. Oh my freaking goodness. What a game of mech drops, guys. 113 workers killed. He had 10 workers left. God, this base gave me a small heart attack. Not gonna lie. We killed so much of our production in this game. And this was, in my opinion, the coolest game of mech drops through Grandmaster yet. Super close. We made use of the drops. We got a couple Thors, but not more than we needed. The Hellbat drops were insane against Protoss as well. And this is where it gets really hard to defend those, because his bases were scattered all over the place, and he can't find them anymore. LiquidFear, you put up an amazing fight. Shout out to you. But for now, Mech Drops has reached a new high. Let's go to game number 4. Game 4 against Zarman PG. Now, Zarman we have played against before, I think multiple times, actually. The last time I think he was the player who we played an absolutely absurd game against, where it was like a kind of like mute house, and I had like no supply with mech, and then it was a base trade. I don't even know what challenge that would have been, though. Like, in what challenge do I just move out with mech normally without dropping a million units in their bases? I'm not quite sure actually what that was. Maybe it was just a quote-unquote regular game. I don't know. That sounds crazy because I don't really play regular games. All right, here we go. Potentially the last game of the entire series, guys. I do not quite remember how he plays, but I'm getting cheese vibes. And here, I'm going to have to trust my intuition, because like I said, we played against him before. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I'm getting cheesy vibes from him. And I do believe that when you play a little StarCraft, your brain... Excuse me? Your brain unconsciously connects names with playstyles, right? So the vibe that I'm getting here probably means that he cheesed him before, or I'm just being very unjust and someone that has a similar name to him cheesed him, and I'm absolutely slandering his reputation right now. But actually, you guys probably like cheeses anyway, so who cares? Everyone should like cheeses. I saw a Reddit thread the other day. I don't read Reddit too much, but I saw a Reddit thread that said, aggressive play in StarCraft 2 has ruined RTS or something like that. It's like, he thought that RTS was only meant for straight up meta builds every single time. If you're any bit creative, you are ruining the genre, guys. You disgust me. It was pretty much on that tone. I thought it was really funny to read, because it's like, if anything, it's really the opposite in my opinion. Like those standard meta games that you see every single game, but like that has made StarCraft relatively boring. Like if anything, these playstyles that I'm doing, which are not necessarily cheese, of course, but they really kind of light up the meta, I want to say. Like the fact that people are doing this on the ladder instead of just copying pro player number 13, in my opinion, that's a fantastic thing. Inspiring some creativity in the scene, and yeah, it's simply making the ladder and every place more interesting. No, it might be frustrating to lose to those kind of things, but if anything, it just makes it better. Now, what am I going to do against Zarman here? I'm tempted to go for the Widowmine build, because Widowmine build is a little bit better against cheeses. right? I mean, it's kind of hard to say because those 2 games against Jimmy Micro we played earlier, they were pretty different. He did do 2 different all-ins, but it seemed like the Widowmine job did a little bit better because of the level of counter pressure that you have. Oh, we actually killed the drone. And we're going to be able to escape because it's a pretty small map. On another map, this would have been an overextension, but here we had enough time, so that's great. So yeah, maybe that's the right idea. Now, the third base should already be down, so let's start looking for that one. I think it's not a crazy idea to just go for a blind bunker, too. It's like I just don't have that many units to defend because I really am set on just being aggressive with my first couple factory units. So I think that getting a blind bunker and a blind couple of extra marines, even though I would rather not build them, I think it's not a bad idea. Okay, that is a little suspicious here, guys. And I'm not saying that because of the Zerglings. The Zerglings is a right move, and don't get me wrong, that was definitely a mistake by me. I should have paid more attention. But the fact that the Queen is there, that kind of signals to me that he really doesn't want us to look, right? And that's kind of suspicious. Now, I'm going to go for the Armory, similar to what I did in game 1 of this video. Because, yeah, like I said, I think that's a pretty good build against Cheese, and it's going to help keep my Widowmines alive on the defense, which is going to make the defense better. There we go. We haven't been scouted yet, which is nice. Not even sure if he would really prepare for this if he saw it coming, because it's kind of weird, right? Like, what would you do if you see a bunch of Widowmines? I do think if we're being cheesed, this is something that is actually a difference. Sometimes people ask me, what's the difference between being a Grandmaster and a Pro? This is something that's a little bit of a difference. I feel like when people cheese in like low Grandmaster, mid Grandmaster and stuff, it's a little bit too obvious most of the time. Like, for example, a really good pro player, they would still just scout with an Overlord, scout with a Zergling, and pretend everything is normal. But when players that are not quite that good cheese, I feel like they usually skip the scouts, and it kind of just feels like the game is off somehow, you know? Okay, there's one drone here. I'm gonna burrow one Widowmine there. Maybe I shouldn't have... Actually, I'm not sure. Let's see. There are a lot of roaches. That kind of looks like it is a Ravager all-in, just like I said. And here, I'm actually happy that he showed it to us. Like, he hasn't scouted us at all, and he is, in fact, cheesing us. So he did telegraph a little bit much. There we go. Oh, those might actually hit. He pulled those a little bit late. There we go. Oh, okay. Very nice. Now, it does have one spore building there. I think this is a speed roach attack? I mean, I'm confused because he has 4 gases and a lair. Normally for the Ravager all-in you have 3 gases, so this looks like he's gonna go for speed roaches and a Nidus, perhaps. That would be scary because I don't have the Widowmines to defend. Yeah, the Widowmines don't shoot Niduses, guys, so that would be quite... Oh, he didn't clear this one up. Let me target the right one. There we go, 6 kills, baby. Actually, I think it was only 4. Still pretty good, though. Now, there's not a single drone on that base. So I think we're pretty good when it comes to the economy. Now, I might have remembered him right, because this looks like it's one of those weird roach into, like, Muta games. And that kind of looks what's going on here. No, I'm not going to go in there. I was thinking about YOLOing it. I decided not to. Hey, watch this. This Widowmine could pop off. This is actually a pretty cool move here. Check this out, guys. I'm going to fly here. And then this Widowmine, I'm going to burrow it right there. And he might not realize it in time. That's the play. Here we go. So there's the roaches on the way. Let me make sure I actually get a tank. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. Look at that. Ah, that's a cool play. Tell me that's not cool, guys. There we go. He's losing so many freaking work. I should make some Hellions, actually. Because then I'll have... Wait, guys, I have a cool idea. I'm going to block this off from Niduses. Check it out. I feel like that has to be his play. I'm going to block off the easy areas from him being able to make a Nidus. All right, there we go. Now it's going to be tough for him to make one. He's still making drones. That is quite notable, I have to say. We're going to drop a couple Widowmines here. Can this one survive? I'm not 100% convinced it does. Let me pick it up. There we go. Oh, yeah, I killed a queen there. Wait, guys, he's not paying attention. Imagine! Guys, imagine! No freaking way it worked! 16 kills! 16 kills and I've Widowmine. That is disgusting. Now, I haven't seen any units go across the map side. I haven't even seen a Nidus, so are we playing against Mutas anyway? Like, he's still just straight up gonna go for a Mutas? He might. This looks kind of weird. I'm gonna start dropping some Hellions now. Actually, maybe I can scout with this. If it doesn't die... Ah, there's a couple more roaches. He does have a lot of roaches, but he's not going across in, yeah, any capacity. So that's really weird, considering I have just, you know, murdered 1 million drones pretty much. Let's try to get a turret up here. Third on the third. Wait, guys, if he was trying to Nidus and he couldn't because of this, that would have been one of my coolest plays ever, I think. If that is actually the case, I'm gonna freaking love this. That would be... Look at this. This Overlord looks like it wanted to Nidus, but there's just no place to put the Nidus down. How cool is that, guys? I mean, at this point, whether it's a Nidus or not, I am incredibly happy with this play. Okay, now it's going to be some Hellions for once. He's still trying to rebuild his drones. At this point, I really think he would go for an all-in. Wait, his roaches are all on the outside, so I'm going to get some fat hits here. He doesn't even have Queen in position. Oh my god, this game is so freaking brutal, guys. Mech drops is just doing it once again. What a beautiful game. Now, I think at this point, I just spam Medivacs. I mean, I have a planetary. I am not going to die to roaches with a planetary at my third, okay? Well, at least my third is not going to die. Even if I die, the third is going to be pretty safe, which is nice. Now, what else should I drop here? I just can't believe how much damage all of those drops did. I feel like we have just completely annihilated him with a bunch of mech drops, and those were... that was just the beginning, you know? Like, I haven't even fully committed to anything yet. All right, there we go. My situation is actually looking pretty good already. I'll go for... Maybe I should make 2 more Medivacs instead of mech units so I can go for a big drop. I'm scouting the edge of the map. It looks like he is going to try to attack me, but obviously I'm pretty safe already. Don't really have to worry about anything happening here. No bases on the edge of the map, looks like. Good potential. No upgrades yet either. Yeah, I think with our next big drop, we're going to have a good chance to kill him already. Well, I do only have 5 Medivacs when the next 2 finishes. I don't quite have the 6 that I wanted. That's unfortunate. So he does actually not have a base on the edge. He probably has a decent amount of drones. Yeah, it looks like about 50 drones he has. I mean, I have 72 SCVs, so I'm not sure if you could call that a good worker count. Probably not, I guess. Now let's get all the Hellions in. Going to be a really nice drop here. I do want to go for the main base. Right. Oh, I'm missing a couple, actually, but that's fine. I don't think he has upgrades still. I'm going to make a couple more factories, too. I wonder what his supply has been all this time, by the way. It must have been very, very, very low. Okay. Wait, I didn't even hotkey this planetary. I always tell you guys to hotkey your buildings a little bit faster, and then I didn't even have this planetary hotkey to make SCVs. Slight mistake, guys. When you guys do it, it's a massive mistake. When I do it, it's a slight mistake, okay? Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to be going into the main base. I can drop a couple Hellbats on the third base at the same time. And here we go. Wait, he saw this? There was an overlay that I didn't see, I suppose. Else this guy is a freaking 500 IQ game set. If he just felt that, that would have been sick. Like, there must have been an overlay that I wasn't paying attention to. That would have been freaking crazy if he just casually... wait, I bet there's mech drops on the way to my main, you know? Something like that. All right, let's kill some of these. He brought his entire army. That's okay. Well, then I'm going to go for it, right? Now he's just asking for it, guys. Here we go. I wonder if he thought, well, I must have hallucinated, and then the attack is actually here, you know? That would be very funny. No, I did misclick my commands and everything. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay. I'm going to target the Ravagers first. Oh, I did clump these things up a little bit too much. That's a mistake by me for sure. I'm going to lift up the Thor. But these things are doing so much more damage than I thought they would. Look how many units are dying to death. There we go. Very nice. I'm going to send this back, but I'm going to keep the Thor over here. I'm not confident attacking here yet. I'm going to go back for a little bit. Usually, I want to do this synchronized push. I thought I would have enough to kill him, but my army is not quite as impressive as I would have hoped. Sorry, army. Not trying to make you feel down, but yeah, not quite as impressive as I would have hoped. How many Medivacs do I have? I think there's 3 on the way here. I do still have this 1 Thor. Oh, I can kill that Spore. I didn't want to drop there because of the Spore, but here, it's just going to be easy enough to kill that. There we go. Look at that. Thors do kill stuff pretty fast, by the way. They one-shot drones and they 3-shot queens, so... Oh! My medic was too far away. Ah, that sucks. Well, actually, Thors suck. Never mind, guys. I lost it on purpose. Thors, yeah, they just don't get the job done, you know? It's better to just sacrifice them, I guess. Nah, just kidding. And also, I thought I would position them closer to each other, but I didn't. But here you can see what I'm preparing for. I'm going for an absolutely massive mech drop to end his hopes and dreams here. I'm going to take these extra gases. Let's see. His army is still at home. Still with 0-0 as well. Yeah, maybe I've been going like a little bit too fast. I need to... Yeah, I think this is a good split. I'm going to split his army like this. And that makes it way harder. It's quite easy if you attack from one angle because they can just throw bile after bile. But if you go like this with a good split, it's really hard, to split spellcasters in particular. So I'm going to attack at the bottom and on the left. And if he survives this, I would be quite surprised, actually. I should be able to save that. Here we go. Look at the tanks on the low ground. He doesn't realize the tanks are there. He's getting obliterated by those tanks. Let me save that Thor. There we go. And I don't think I even needed the attack in the main because that was a disastrous attack by him. He didn't realize those tanks were on the high ground and they obliterated everything. Look at that. And now these tanks don't have the siege because his reinforcements are not there yet. And here we go. A massive drop in the main. These tanks are actually... I want to siege these Hellbats, but I'm going to kill these drones first, of course. Let's see, his army's still there, and there we go. He gives up, and Zarman PG has really just been annihilated here. This was a beautiful game. 75 workers killed against 4. He went for an aggressive tactic, didn't even get to leave his base. I don't think he made a Nidus. Oh, there was a Spire, by the way. I knew he was going to go for a Spire at some point. He didn't go for the Nidus, but this play was still fantastic. And that's going to be it for Mech Drops through Grandmaster. 2 bangers to end it. And now, let's check what our MMR is and what rank we are in Grandmaster. I think we're probably going to be about rank 70. Oh, no, we did lose a game, right? Yeah, that cost our MMR a little bit. So 5258 is our MMR. If you guys are confused, remember that I don't have the games requirement to actually be Grandmaster, but we can check the MMR. If I was Grandmaster, I would be... Was it 5-8? I think it was 5-8. We would be rank 62. That's where Mech Drops is going to end up in. Rank 62 Grandmaster in NA. That is beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. Cloak to GM is probably next. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next challenge. Adios.